Hey YouTube, what's going on? Welcome back to episode 5 of season 2 of the Building My Dream Jump series. Crazy to think we're already at episode 5. In the last episode we weed sprayed everything. As you can see, everything's already really dead now, which is awesome. And we put together these two massive landings, got these all smoothed out and shaped and ready to go, so they're both ready for ramps. And just a quick reminder, if you haven't seen the previous episodes of the series, you haven't even seen like the whole series, make sure you go back and watch that first to get a bit of context, get to see how we put all this stuff together. If you haven't seen season 1 before, definitely go watch that. It'll be in the description of this video, because we took this paddock from a paddock like this paddock's out there and made all these jumps. Definitely recommend watching that first. But the plan for today's episode is we're definitely going to be testing these landings later in the episode, I think is the plan. But the plan to start is we've got this big roll in here that Phil cut out with a digger, the Southland Hires digger. And this rolling is epic. We've got dirt all the way back to the fence, but as you can see, you know, it's a little rough in spots and it's not exactly ready for tires to go on it. So what we need to do in this video is I've got a massive raking and scraping job to do. I'm not really looking forward to it, but what I got to do is scrape and rake all the way from that platform there all the way down here and get this smooth, then probably roll it with the quad bike, and then lastly plate compact it. So what we're going to do is we'll jump into time lapse in just a second here. Got about an hour today, smash it as much as I can in the sun with the shovel and rake, so we'll get into that now. Alright team, we're back into day 2 of this dig, working on this rolling. So yesterday I managed to rake everything, sort of get everything kind of smoothed out. Like obviously the dirt's still super loose, but we did everything from the fence all the way up over this kind of like pump bumpish piece up here, around this kind of like almost berm, not really a berm, up to the top deck. And so it's already like, you could pretty much ride it now if you wanted to, it'd just be a little bit rough, but I'm stoked on that because as soon as the ramp's ready we'll be able to test it. But I do want to get this better, so the plan for today's section of this dig is to finish that top section up, rake up the top deck there, maybe do a little bit more raking through here to tidy things up. Then I'm going to get the quad bike and pack stuff in again. It is probably a little bit too dry and dusty at the moment for doing that, but it's meant to pour down with rain later tonight. You can kind of see the dark clouds are starting to form, like probably up to 10 mils of rain, which is heaps. So I want to give it a light pack with the quad, then hopefully a bit of rain, moisture makes it all stick together, and then get the plate compactor in to finish it. What we're going to do, we'll get the tripod up now, get into doing this last little bit of raking, then we'll go get the quad and get into that. It's going to be good. Sweet team, just like in the last video, this thing's coming in super handy. It is a little bit too dry to be doing it, but the storm cloud's getting bigger and bigger. As you can see, like the stuff on here is just way better now. It's way more packed in. So what I'm going to do now, the next step, we're going to do a quick like rock pick, walk up and down, pick up all the rock sticks, get them off, give it a light rake again, and then do one more pass with the quad. And then it'll probably be ready for a bit of rain and a plate compact, which I'm excited about. Sweet team, it's really starting to come together here. Starting to get really excited to actually drop in here and ride that 4-pack. And like, how good is it going to be to go from here all the way down, jump, jump, berm, jump, jump for the fence, jump. Like, I'm just getting so excited. And that moisture is almost here, so once it rains, the rain will soak all that loose dirt together, make it a bit more hard packed, hopefully. Don't slip, I slipped over before here. Make this way more hard packed. And then I'll get the South and Higher whacker plate or plate compactor, give it a plate compactor up and down, and it'll be awesome. I probably won't tidy up the edges this summer because I want to focus on riding, but over winter eventually that will be tidied up. And so what's left to do now before the ramps go in? So Christian has actually already measured up the ramps. He came around to my place the other day, measured up my airbag ramp, and I also gave him the plans to DD Airbag's website for that ramp as well. So he measured them and had those plans. That'll be good to go. So if you do want to make your own ramps, you can go to ddairbags.com, and they've got some free ramp plans there. What I need to do before the ramps go in, before Christian finishes, is this last sort of like, I don't know, 5 meters of dirt that I haven't done anything with. So we got to rake this around the fence, get it all even, get that even ready for the ramp. Then it'll be time to go. Sick. So let's get in the last time lapse for today.
In my veins, I've been driving this train, years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame, cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed, all the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say, I don't push pause, no I push play, I won't stop till I make a change, I withdraw on the things I make, I turn flaws into...
Alright team, we're here in day 3 of the build, and as you can probably see already, we've got the South and Higher plate compactor here. So I've already done a wee bit here at the start of the rolling just to work out how to use it. Took a little bit of fiddling around to get the moisture and the dirt right, I think I've got it now. And I'm just so grateful to have this thing to use. Like, so massive thank you to Phil Shepherd and Laura Shepherd for South and Higher. Like, this thing is literally brand new. I'm the only person to ever use it, and it's just sick. Like, makes working on the jump so easy. So the plan now, what we're gonna do, thanks to South and Higher, is get this roll and finish. I've already prepped this bit. Let's get into it. sweet team. The roll-on is now finished and pretty much ready to go for riding. You may have noticed that a fence magically appeared in the background that time lapse. So Andrew, my father-in-law, actually came and started setting that up with me and pretty much did all the work for me. So really appreciate that. It's not quite finished, but by tomorrow it will be finished. At the end of this video it will be finished. A massive shout out and thank you to Andrew for doing that for me. And so that's why the plate compacting took longer. In reality it was only about an hour and 10 minutes to do all this, but it looks like longer because it's darker. But overall I'm pretty stoked with the result. Like, that is rock hard. It's not like as smooth as I could get it with my shovel, but I mean, to even get it this smooth with my shovel would have taken probably 10 hours. It's taken only an hour and a bit with this. And I'll just show you up the top how it's looking, like real hard, really well packed in. The hardest bit to do was this, because one, the hill, like the plate compactor climbs the hill easy, but it's real topsoily dirt here, so this wasn't quite as good, but I'm pretty happy with it. Like, it's not as pretty as the rest of the jumps, but you know, I didn't even care. Like, eventually I will tidy it up over next winter and tidy this up, but this summer I want to ride more, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. And so the plate compactor, I have it for maybe 2 weeks here. And today, to be honest, it probably was a little bit dry how I was doing it. So if it rains the next 2 weeks while I have this, see if there's a bit of drizzle one day, I'm going to come back here and probably go over it again, see if I can get it a bit smoother. But overall, really happy with that.